Hello students, so today we are going to have our language class, and the topic that I'm going to deal with today is subject verb agreement. Now you all are quite familiar with this topic, but we need to see that what is actually subject verb agreement. So for making a sentence grammatically correct, a verb must agree with its subject. That is the definition of subject verb agreement. That is, when we speak, when we write, you must see that a verb is agreeing with the subject. That's how your sentence becomes grammatically correct, and that is what it is called subject verb agreement. So the general rule of subject verb agreement, which you need to remember always, that is, singular subject must have a singular verb, and plural subject a plural verb. This is very, very important. Singular subject should have a singular verb, and plural subject should have a plural verb. This is a general rule of subject verb agreement which you must not forget. Let's see the example. Basketball rolls across the floor. Now, if you see here, basketball is your subject. But you see, this is in singular form. It's not in plural form. So, immediately your verb will be in singular. That is rolls. S has been added. Don't think that it's plural, but it is singular. So, basketball, it's talking about one singular formed, one basketball. So, it is rolling across the floor. So, the verb will be rolls. Similarly, when you see the same example but in plural form, immediately your verb will be in plural. That is, basketballs roll across the floor. So here it is talking about many basketballs. It's not just one but plural subject, that is basketballs. So verb must agree with the subject, so it has to be in plural and not singular. Then your sentence is not grammatically correct. So plural subject having plural verb, that is roll. So this is the general basic rule of subject verb agreement. Now let's see the other rules which is important for you to understand subject verb agreement, and you need to note this down and remember this forever so that you don't make mistake with this subject verb agreement. It's very, very important. So be clear with the rules. This is how your concepts will be clear. First rule is, two singular subjects connected by and require a plural verb. Now, I told you that singular subject must have a singular verb. But here you see I'm talking about two singular subjects, not one. So if there are two singular subjects and it is connected by and, immediately you fix this in your head that your verb will be plural, because that's the rule. So let's see the example. Ram and Sham have gone to school. So here there are two singular subjects, not one. It is talking about two different persons. How we are understanding that it's talking about two different persons? By seeing and. So Ram is a different individual, Sham is another different person. And we are understanding by this connection, that is and. So Ram and Sham, obviously my verb will be in plural and not singular. Don't think that they are singular in form. So my verb will be in singular verb. It is not in singular subject anymore because they are connected by and. So whenever two singular subjects connected by and, your verb will be in plural. So Ram and Sham, they both have gone to school. Second example, my brother and his children are coming tomorrow. My brother is the first singular subject, his children is another singular subject. Two singular subjects connected by and. So what is our rule? Two singular subjects connected by and will give plural verb, that is are, because it's talking about two different persons, that is my brother and his children. So there are two different individuals, not one. There is one, my brother is one, and then his children is another. So they both are coming tomorrow. So obviously my my verb will be in plural form. Gold and silver are precious metal. Again, gold is another singular subject, silver another singular subject. You see, there are singular, but they are, when they are together, when they are connected by and, they are together. It is giving two singular subjects connected by and. Hence, your verb is in plural because it is giving in plural form. So your verb is in plural. That is, gold and silver. They both, two, are precious metal. So two singular subjects connected by and give plural form, plural verb, that is are. This is the first rule. Second rule, keeping the first rule in mind, that is, two singular subjects connected by and require a plural verb. This is what we have understood in the first rule. But there is also an exceptional case. When it is denoting similar things in idea, then it will no longer be in plural form. The verb will be in singular form. Let's see the example, then it will be more clear. Bread and butter is his only food. Now you see, bread, butter, two different things. Bread, one singular subject; butter, another singular subject. And is there. So immediately you must have thought that your verb will be in plural. But no, your verb will be in singular. Why? Because bread and butter, though they are looking as if they are different, but we take them together. That is one idea it is giving. That is food. We don't eat bread separately and butter separately. We apply the butter on top of the bread and we have it. So we have it together. It is giving one singular idea, one single thing it is talking about, that is the food. So bread and butter, though it is looking that they both are two different subjects, and you must be thinking that they both are two singular subjects connected by and, so my verb will be in plural. But there are exceptional cases, because it is giving one single idea, that is food. We don't take them separately, we take them together. So it is giving one singular idea. Hence, when it gives one singular idea, therefore my verb will also be in singular, that is. Bread and butter is his only food. The next sentence, rice and curry is my favorite food. Now rice, we don't take rice separately and curry separately. We mix the rice with the curry. So they both are together, giving one single similar idea, that is food. So rice is, though they are looking different and they are two different singular subjects, but the idea is one. There are two singular subjects connected by and, but it is one idea it is giving, that is rice and curry together is one idea, that is food. We take them together, we don't take them separately. So immediately your verb will be in verb, in singular verb, that is. So rice and curry, not are, but is my favorite food. Why? Because rice and curry together, it is giving one singular idea, one idea it is giving, that is food. So I hope I'm clear with these two rules. There are many rules that we will be doing. So understand these rules again, practice, and we'll be doing it more rules in the next video. Thank you. Study well.